NBSAP is really important for the country. It's not a document for CEPA, but it's a document for the country in terms of identifying the relevant action that is achievable, that can be measurable in terms of biodiversity conservation, sustainable use of the resources in light of the current development activities that are happening around the country, from extractive industries to logging to a lot of other developments that are happening. We need to identify the actual key actions.
Conservation is the heart of the country. Time you be promoting conservation, you are promoting economical activity at the rural level.
Biodiversity is our life, basically. As a grassroots person or somebody typically in a community, in a context like Papua New Guinea, biodiversity matters to him or to her or to that community.
We believe also because we've taken this out to you, because you've been part of putting together the next NBSAP, at least you should feel in some ownership, so that when it comes back to you, you can talk also, yes, me contributing this law and I have a responsibility to try and implement some of these things.
We want it to be very reflective of the aspirations and of the actions that will really have impact on the lives of people on the ground. So that's why we are conducting these regional consultations, to bring it out to the people so they identify the actions.
All forest blooming plan, all sacrifice blooming plan disappear because slow development. Also, so Mipla must take a positive stand to protect him now.
So when we talk about environmental conservation, it's very important that we start groups at grassroots levels up instead of the national going down, because some of these initiatives or the knowledge, it's already in our customs, our cultures. We just have to bring the scientific knowledge back to our traditional knowledge and build a gap between them. And so we'll be able to protect our environment and our resources both on land and on sea.
What I want to do, or sort of inspire or encourage our communities, they are resource owners. They own the land, they own the seascape. It's about, for us, it's about us driving that conversation with them to achieve the targets. Because if we're talking about the hierarchy or the top level only, these people will say, it takes a while. And in my experience, I've seen it takes decades to drive a community and to make sure the community fits, or the community is part of this whole picture of NBSAP. So, but I think, how we can achieve NBSAP or our targets, 30 by 30% globally, it's basically driving it from the community.